Good morning and aloha everyone. My name is Tonia Ciancanelli. Hold on, I'm going to practice my power poses really quick for confidence before I give my presentation. Before I start, I also internally pray to my higher power for the strength and guidance to carry the message of elements of peace. God, creator, divine being, higher power, algorithm of the universe, Buddha nature, mindfulness, the ocean. We all use different words to describe a concept of something that is greater than ourselves. I personally choose to say higher power. I also use the word God. I don't want other people to be afraid or turned off or offended by the word God. It's just like an arbitrary word. It's something that's easy and convenient, and it's personal to me. And one thing when it comes to inner peace that I've found is I have to have a reliance on a power greater than myself. So it doesn't matter what it is for me. It just has to be something that I can put my reliance on and know that I am not that being. So something that's more powerful than me, which is pretty much everything. I was really hesitant to use the word God when I first started on my path to finding inner peace. I was hesitant because I was raised in a stereotypical Catholic household, and in that kind of environment, God and religion are used simultaneously. And the family I grew up in, they really only reached out to God when they needed something, when they had a selfish need that they needed met, or when they were in like total desperation. So I was really turned off by the word and religion in general at first, but higher power and a reliance upon a power greater than myself is not religion to me. It is turning my will over to something else. And so I'll back up. To develop the concept of higher power for me, I decided to make a list of characteristics that I thought basically a list of characteristics that I admired and that I would want in an entity or a force that's guiding the way that I live my life. So I didn't always live this way. I had a really destructive path in my early 20s, and I literally lived all over the world. I was very selfish and self-centered, self-seeking, and I made decisions solely on my own selfish desires, and I didn't lead a path that had like an intuitive inner guidance. I didn't have anything guiding my soul. And so when I decided to rely on a power greater than myself, I wanted to make a list of characteristics that were things that I admired, things that I would want to embody myself eventually. So some of those things included allowing myself to make mistakes, allowing other people to make mistakes, accepting myself exactly as I was at any given moment, accepting other people exactly as they were at any given moment, being trustworthy and being trusting. And I think those two things go hand in hand, and I can't do one without the other. I needed to live by spiritual principles like honesty, integrity, patience, kindness, and understanding. So I base all of my decisions and all of my thinking now off of those characteristics. So what would my higher power, how would he or it guide me to act in those ways? So one thing with higher power is I have to be in constant connection with it. I have to pray and meditate daily. I don't pray for my own needs ever. I only pray so that I can behave and think in ways that will help other people. So an example of this was a couple of years ago, my dog, who I had lived all over the world with, I had her for 14 years. On Christmas Day, I found someone had hit her on the polly in Lahaina, and my first instinct was to pray for the people who hit her, that they don't have guilt and shame, that they don't lose sleep over what happened, and that they find inner peace. So I didn't pray for myself to feel better. I didn't pray for my higher power to take away this pain or anything like that. No, I prayed for the people who I prayed for them and for their inner peace, not my own. The way that I practice relying on a higher power today, it's in everything I do. I try to bring higher power between me and everything that I do. So if I'm irritable, I pray to be in acceptance of whatever is irritating me. I pray when I'm stuck in my own head, when I have a lot of stuff going on, I pray to get out of my own head by helping someone else, by being of service. So it's just constantly bringing higher power into the equation, and how can I better align my thoughts and actions with my higher power's intentions for me. I hope that maybe this shed a little bit of light on how to gain personal peace, or how I gained more personal peace through relying on a connection with a higher power. Thanks and aloha.